Man, this DeSantis story is just broken wide open today by the Miami Herald because they actually found the smoking gun. And if there wasn't, his former attorney general, Pam Bondi, who was DeSantis's attorney general, if she wasn't DOJ, he would be prosecuted, him and his wife, because they found, this ends his political career. He will never be able to run for president. It ends her run for governor. They found, the Miami Herald dug up the original draft settlement agreement on this lawsuit where this company defrauded Medicaid for $67 million. And DeSantis had 10 million of the 67 redirected into Casey DeSantis's charity. And then they used that money to campaign against the marijuana legalization amendment and the anti-abortion amendment. So they basically just ripped off the taxpayers. They took 10 million that was supposed to go to reimburse the taxpayers and redirected it into a PAC that they used for other things. So DeSantis denied it. He just said, no, they gave the extra 10 million out of the kindness of their heart to Casey's charity, right? But now the Miami Herald just found the draft agreement that proves that he lied. So one of the best reporters, longtime reporters, Peter Schorsch, who's in Tallahassee, who's covered Florida politics for decades, said, without a doubt, this is the end of their career, and most likely people are going to go to jail. So I'm been following that story today.
I can't wait to read that. Wow, that's very interesting. I know there's a lot of people, even some people in MAGA world, that would be happy to hear this. We'll have to wait and see how it plays out.
In fact, I don't think Trump is sad about this at all.
No, they never got along to begin with. So interesting. Yeah. I think that makes J.D. Vance the front runner in 2028. Sure. Maybe I'm wrong, Ron.
No, Vance is the big winner here, as well as Byron Donalds, who's running for governor and was expected to be challenged.
Did you see that town hall he did yesterday where he's telling people not to boo him? I mean, he is a complete clown. Byron Donalds is a complete clown.
And that audience was heavily curated. I mean, you had to show photo ID that you lived in the district. They checked everybody out. Like, you could not get in there if you weren't, one of his constituents. And it still went badly for him.
Am I wrong, Ron? I mean, quickly before I let you go, I know he had mentioned a lie about Joe Biden. I think when it came to Medicare or Social Security, and he brought up those 53 names in his speech, and Joe Biden did the same thing. And we were fact checking this. It's not true.
Yeah. That's because they live in their MAGA disinformation bubble, and they only get news from one source. Byron Donalds, he's a guy, he's not very smart. I mean, he pushes these talking points. He repeats them over and over again. And whenever he's challenged, he just starts yelling and calling people names. So, I mean, I don't know. Casey was the only one, DeSantis was the only one who could challenge him since Donalds has Trump's endorsement. So most likely her imploding over this scandal is going to make him most likely the next governor of Florida. I mean, because I don't really see some of the old guard in Tallahassee could challenge him, but with Trump out early doing that endorsement so far out, 2 years out, I mean, that basically clears the field, of anybody else who thought about running.
A former drug dealer and a former wire fraud scandal, who, by the way, benefited from Democrat policies, so he didn't spend time in jail, and now he votes against those same things. He could be the governor of Florida. Wow, sick times we are living in.
He figured, just real quick to finish. I mean, he figured out that the best way to rapidly shoot up in the Republican Party is to be a black guy in the Republican Party who criticizes black Democrats. And there's nothing white Republicans love more than that.
You're right.
And so, that is the reason why he has shot to prominence so quickly, despite the fact that he has no accomplishments in Congress.
Nothing. He's literally passed almost nothing. I completely, a noisemaker, not a lawmaker, like so many other MAGA Republicans. Ron Filipkowski,